Namaskaram. You just heard a beautiful rendition of Ragam Anandabhairavi by none other than Padma Shri Padma Bhushan Sangeeta Kalanidhi, one of the greatest violin maestros of our time, Sri T.N. Krishnan. Before I go into the actual lesson, I want you all to tune up your Veena and find out in which pitch Sri T.N. Krishnan has played this Anandabhairavi Alapana. Do write in the comment section when you have found out which pitch it is. Anandabhairavi, as the name suggests, is a ragam of joy. It is an ancient and divine raga which has its origins in the folk traditions of South India. It is a Janyam of 20th Melakartha Ragam, Natabhairavi. But there are some musicians who categorize it under the 22nd Melakartha Ragam, Karaharapriya. Hence, there is a debate about the origin of this ragam. Before I go into the discussion about this debate and the other features of the ragam, let us go and look into the Arohanam and Avarohanam of Raga Anandabhairavi. The Arohanam goes like this. Saga riga ma pada pa sa sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa ga ri ga tu sadharana gandharam chatushruti rishabham. So you play the ga sadharana gandharam in re itself. Sa ga di. Don't give it a very heavy touch. A light touch on the Chatushruti Rishabham is good enough for the Gandharam. Ga ma. The second ga can get a heavier touch again in Rishabham itself. Ga ma. Once again, get to hear the sa ga ri ga ma. Pa da pa sa. Once again, I'll do the Arohanam. Now the Avarohanam is a clean Karaharapriya Avarohanam. So the descent will be a full Sampurna Avarohanam. So all 7 notes you have of Karaharapriya, 22nd Melakartha Ragam. Sa ni da pa. The ni can be either taken Dhaivatam, da to itself, or you can just grace through the Nishadam, Kaisiki Nishadam in Nishadam. Don't oscillate the knee too much. Knee has to be touched very briefly and moved away. Sa ni da Chatushruti Daivatam Panchama. Ma 1 ga di sa. Ga in Gandharam itself. The Sadharana Gandharam, you play it in ga to itself like this. Connect it from ma. I'm going to play the Arohanam, Avarohanam once again. You can watch it on the screen. Played it very slowly because I wanted to show it digitally there for you, the positions of these notes on the Veena. Now, what do we surmise from the Arohanam and Avarohanam of Anandabhairavi? All that you can see is notes from Karaharapriya. So it's clearly, it says that it is a Janyam of Karaharapriya, that is the 22nd Melakartha Ragam. When you look at the notation, when you look at the Arohanam and Avarohanam or the scale, it says it is Karaharapriya. But let's go and analyze the ragam, and then you will realize why some people say that it is a 20th Melakartha Janyam, the Janyam of Anandabhairavi. So from whatever we have on the screen, the Arohanam and Avarohanam, Anandabhairavi is a Sampurna Ragam in the Avarohanam. It has all the 7 notes in an order as it is placed in Karaharapriya. In the Arohanam, you have 6 notes. Sa, Ri, Ga, Ma, Pada, Ni is missing. So you can say that Arohanam is a Shadava Arohanam, but it is a Shadava Vakra Arohanam. Vakra is when the notes are not going in an order, they are going in a zigzag manner. So it is safe to say that Anandabhairavi is a Shadava Vakra Sampurna Ragam. Shadava Vakra in the Arohanam scale and Sampurna in the Avarohanam scale. Having said this, let me go into the extension of the characteristic of the Arohanam and Avarohanam, which you don't see there on the scale. This Ragam is also a Bhashanga Ragam. What is a Bhashanga Ragam? When you have external notes that don't belong to the parent Raga, then it is called a Bhashanga Ragam. Now, which are the notes that are anya swarams? The notes that are significantly anya is the note that is very significantly an anya swaram in Anandabhairavi is Suddha Daivatam or Dha1, which I would say comes quite frequently in Prayogas. Whereas the Kakali Nishadam and the Antara Gandharam, that is the Ni 3 and the G3, these come only in selected Prayogams. Like now I'll show you which are the Prayogams that you get the Gandharam and Nishadam. Sanini Sari Sam. I played this in the mantra sthai. Let me play it on the Tara sthai and show where you get the Kakali Nishadam in this particular phrase. Sanini Sari Sa. So in selected phrases you get the Kakali Nishadam, which is a anya swaram. Then there is another selected area where you get the Antara Gandharam. Maga ma pa ma, maga ma pa ma. So I am touching the Antara Gandharam here in this phrase. The third note, which if you are going to say that Anandabhairavi is a Janyam of Karaharapriya, then the third foreign note is Shuddha Daivatam or Dha1. Kama Padama Pa Gari Ga Padama Pa. There where the Daivatam is a Da. Gama Padama Pa Gari Gama Da Pa Gari. So where you have the Prayoga of the Daivatam or the Da1. So safely with this scale that we are showing for Anandabhairavi, you can say the 3 anya swarams of Anandabhairavi, which are very Prayoga based or phrase based, are Antara Gandharam, the Suddha Daivatam and the Kakali Nishadam, which are the Jiva swaras, the swaras that immediately identify the Ragam for you, the swaras that form the crux or the soul of the Ragam. Shadjamam and Panchamam are the 2 important notes that keep identifying Anandabhairavi for you all the time, along with of course the Suddha Madhyamam and the Sadharana Gandharam, both of which are also Jiva Swaras for Anandabhairavi. The Graha Swaras or the starting notes for your phrases or a Kirtana, most importantly will be a Panchamam, a Shadjamam and a Gandharam. Nyasa Swara, you could say Madhyamam, Rishabham, Gandharam. These are all Nyasa Swaras for Anandabhairavi. The full effect of the Ragam is normally brought out when it is sung in the Vilambita Kalam, in a slow speed. Because it features all these exotic foreign notes or the Gandharam and Suddha Daivatam and Kakali Nishadam that I was talking about, the net result of the playing this ragam or hearing this ragam is that it creates some magic. The way it is handled, it moves like a roller coasters with its different colors, different moods that it can exhibit, and all the wild musical spaces that you get with the silence between those musical phrases, which mostly convey more than even the phrases themselves. Let's go and check out a few prayogas of Anandabhairavi so that you get an idea as to how the ragam is played and how it flows. The next time you hear, you'll be able to identify it easily. Pa 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 re pa ma. That ni pa ma, you should play it like pa ni pa ma. Once again. Just do the ni silently. Don't linger on the ni. Just go through it fast and come back to ma. Ga ma pa ma ga ri ga. Ga ma pa da ma pa ma ga ri. Again. Re ma ga ri sa. Re ma ga ri. I'm taking the ma in Gandharam itself, Ga2 itself. Sa. Drop the sa off from Rishabham. Sari ni. Ni in Daivatam. Oscillate the ni in Daivatam. Watch this. On the mantra sthai, the second string. Sa ga ga ma ma pa. Very, very unique phrase of Anandabhairavi. And again another identifying phrase. Sa ga ga ma ma pa ma ga ri. Ga ma pa pa ma pa sa ni da pa pa. Pa ma pa sa 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 pa. Pa ni pa ma ma ga ga ma pa ma. I'm trying to incorporate that phrase I told you for the Antara Gandharam. Ma ga ga ma pa ma. Pa sa ni sa ga ri sa. Sa ri ni sa ni da pa. Pa ma pa sa 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 ni sa ma ga ri sa. Again push the ma in Gandharam. Ni sa ga ri pa ma ga ri sa. Ni sa ri ni sa ni da pa pa. Pa da pa sa sa. This can come very frequently. Ni pa ma ma. Pa ma ga ri. Pa ma da pa ma ga ri. Ga ma pa ga ma pa. You can finish off at pa. True to the importance of Panchamam as a Jivaswara for Anandabhairavi. Now let's go and look at the characteristics of the Ragam. This Ragam can be played during all times of the day. A typically very classical raga, and it's got all those melodic oscillations, the majestic glides and all of that. Anandabhairavi spreads the feeling of joy, of a sense of fulfillment. There's a lot of positive energy when it is being sung. It has got the Karuna Rasa, Shringa Rasa. There is a lot of devotion, bhakti flowing through it, and sheer joy. Like I mentioned, the name itself suggests that it's a Ragam of joy, especially suited for singing shlokams, lullabies, marriage songs, folk tunes, etc. There is another characteristic of Anandabhairavi that has made it very close to the dance and drama formats. Kathakali, one of the dance forms of, very famous dance forms of southern India, in its performances, it uses an amalgamation of ragas, and one of the very important, often used ragam is Anandabhairavi. However, you must understand that dance formats always use the ragam in a way that it suits the mood and the character of the story. Yakshagana, which is a theatrical form of western coast of southern India, it also uses Anandabhairavi to perform stories from Ramayana and Mahabharata. Husaini and Riti Gaulai are the two ragas that are always compared to Anandabhairavi in its closeness to the scale as well as in the prayogas. Dwelling a lot on Nishadam will make Anandabhairavi spill into Riti Gaulai. So be very careful when you are playing. The Nishadam is a light touch for Anandabhairavi. And it's also necessary, as I had mentioned while doing the phrases, that the Shadjamam, Panchamam have to be brought in frequently to keep the identity of Anandabhairavi going. Now when we go into the compositions of Anandabhairavi, a variety of songs have been composed in this ragam, including tillanas, padams, varnams, kritis. Artists sing shlokas, vrittams, and they incorporate it in ragamalikas as well. So it is, I would say, it is an artist's delight. A concert with Anandabhairavi is always going to bring in the joy and the energy for the artist as well as the listeners. For the listeners, it is a very popular ragam because even a very average concert goer who has a basic understanding of ragas can identify this ragam quite easily because of the role and its slow oscillations. Now let's go and see some of the major compositions in this ragam. Kamala Sulochana is a popular Geetam. Sami Nipai, a Varnam by Veena Kuppayar. Pavana Suguna by Swati Tirunal. Shama Sastri is said to have made a significant contribution to popularizing this ragam. His O Jagadamba, Marivera Gati, Pahi Shri Girirajasute, Himachala Taniya, all of these are very popular compositions of Anandabhairavi. Muthuswami Dikshitar's grand Kamalambal Navavarnam and Tyagaraja Yoga Vaibhavam, along with Dandayuda Parnim on the deity at Parani, are all very popular kirtanas. Shira Sahara Vihara by Tyagarajar, Paluke Bangaramayana by Bhadrachala Ramadasa, Lali Govinda Lali by Sripada Raja, Shringara Velavan Vandan by Papanasam Shivan, and a lot of tillanas and padams by Swati Tirunal and other composers. Do go and listen to a number of alapanas, kirtanas and shlokas in Anandabhairavi. I am sure all of you might have heard compositions but were not able to place which ragam it is. But now you will be able to understand and feel the flow of the ragam. Until I see you in the next video, best wishes.